Good morning, Dopey. Your favorite podcast. Now able to show.
Now we're gonna. You saw me picking my teeth too.
I don't know.
Good morning, Dopey. Let's thank Howie for ruining another special episode of Good Morning, Dopey.
That's not my fault.
Yes, it is. My name is Dave, and I am the host of Good Morning, Dopey, and that's Howie. He is the ruiner of Good Morning, Dopey. Today is February 22nd. I hope you guys are well. I'm going to read some comments. Howard, you ready?
Yep.
You want to hear some comments?
Oh, yes,
Yes?
I mean, sure.
Yes or no?
Yes or no.
Here we go.
Oh.
This is from an hour ago. Michelle Cazales says, Howie does not understand the purpose of daily reflections.
I don't.
The program encourages reflection of self, which we all need, all people. It's not life or death. It's just a spiritual reminder.
I like that. That's
Good.
true. Who said that?
Michelle Cazales.
All right.
And then Tiffany
Hold on, I'm banning Michelle from Discord.
Tiffany Goodacre says, half glass full Howie. That's what she calls you.
Half glass, half full?
She said half-ass Howie.
Wait, half glass, half full?
Half glass full.
Half glass full.
As opposed to you could be an optimist who believes that the glass is half full.
Right.
Or a pessimist who believes the glass is half empty. So
I
you're
believe
a
the glass is
positive.
half full. Sure.
You're
yeah,
a
positive.
optimist.
All right, it was a positive comment. I was
Not
gonna
such a
ban them also.
bummer when you see all the horrible drug attacks like Dave.
Got it.
I think she meant addicts like Dave.
Yep, drug
and
attacks.
hundreds of thousands more living beautiful lives by doing daily dumb shit like this. Love you guys.
These are comments on the most recent daily reflection where I said, it seems like a bummer.
No, you just said that like an hour ago.
No, I said it, I think, in the daily reflection. That probably came out.
You say
Whatever
it
day
seems
they're-
like you say that a lot because you just said that in one we just recorded too.
I don't remember. But I remember the take that I had was I was saying that it's a bummer that people need to do it, that they're at a point in their life where they need something like this. It's a bummer. It would be so nice if people didn't need something like this and everybody was just great and fine and there were no problems. It's a bummer when you think like, oh, it's out of a negative thing that you
I'd
need
say
this.
now you are half glass empty, Howie, because it's a bummer.
Isn't it glass half empty and glass half full?
You're half glass empty,
Isn't
Howie.
it glass half empty?
Yes, but if you start with H, it creates more of an alliteration around Howie. But
alliteration.
that's a
Love
bummer,
that.
Howie, because a non addict or someone who's not particularly fucked
English.
that wants to be more spiritually fulfilled can get something out of the daily reflections.
That's
as
true.
Well.
Yeah,
And you're
I hear that.
You are heathen Howie, half glass empty heathen Howie,
I am a heathen. That's true.
pessimist Howie, half-assed Howie.
I'm not a pessimist. I'm an optimist. I think it's amazing that so many people, such as yourself, have had success with a program like this. I think that's great.
Do you want to hear another one?
I'm
or no?
sad that you had to have a program, is what I'm saying.
Listen, I personally have. You want to hear the regrets I have in my life?
Please, all of them. Start
Okay.
with number one.
I regret that I wasn't on the swim team in junior high school.
All right, that's enough.
I regret that when I went to college, I didn't think to study film. I regret that in high school, I didn't do a public access show that was a talk show.
What?
I regret
Asinine
that I
regrets are
didn't.
these?
What, I thought you wanted to hear all my regrets.
I mean, these are not valuable regrets. These
but
are
I
irrelevant.
regret these things. I guess I also regret doing heroin.
You ruminate over these regrets?
occasionally.
You said, I guess I also.
once in a blue.
I guess I also regret being an addict.
Here we go. No, but I really enjoyed getting high. I just wish I had joined the swim team at a young age. I wish that I didn't quit karate because like I was in karate, but they hit your fist with the bamboo stick. And I said, you're going to pay them to hit my fist with a bamboo stick?
Oh, boy.
You understand what I'm saying?
No, not at all.
What do you
This is
regret?
very weird.
What's weird?
I mean, I would think the biggest regret is the addiction. The fact that the swim team is up there is seems crazy, but okay.
But I really enjoyed getting high, so I don't really regret it.
You don't regret the damage that it did? Here we go.
I regret the damage it did.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I regret the damage. I mean, I definitely regret the damage it
we're
did
making a
Linda.
breakthrough. Yeah.
And I definitely regret the damage it did my family.
Not to you. You don't have any self-worth where you think like,
No.
oh, that's not good.
No, I was.
We'll talk about that.
I
later.
enjoyed the ride. I was like an adventurer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it?
And also, like, I mean, I still have scars, like, from abscesses and shooting up and stuff. But I don't. I didn't really hurt myself, except my brain probably has holes in it and is smaller than most brains.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to
And
read
you
another.
risk your life every day. Other than that,
I don't regret risking my life every day. I survived. I regret not being better at tennis. I regret quitting the tennis team because I didn't want
These
to
are
run
very
stairs.
normal regrets, I guess.
What do you regret coming here this morning?
I never even thought about like those types of things,
What
but
do
there are
you
probably
regret?
a million little things
What
like
do
that.
you regret?
What do I regret? I'd really have to think about it. I don't know.
All right, you think about
Yeah,
it.
I don't know.
I'm going to read Brendan Lamb's
Right.
comment.
Not doing an open mic? I don't know.
Do you really regret that?
No.
Do you
not
regret
really.
not doing comedy
No.
with Paul Scheer and Dinah Fineglass?
Donna's the one who said I should do an open mic and then tried to convince me to do it. And I'm like, I don't know about that. Because here's what I regret. I have extraordinary stage fright, I guess you would call it. And I don't like...
I don't believe you.
I know that you don't
I
believe
think you should have. I think you should regret this. I think this is a healthy regret.
this generally.
I think you should regret not doing stand up because you would have been great.
No, I'm saying I regret not being more open.
To experience.
Yeah, and it's not even the idea.
You're
like-
still pretty close. He like won't eat certain kinds of food and
yeah,
stuff.
but it's not like I feel like I could have been a good stand-up or actor. Like, I don't even have aspirations like that. But I regret not trying it because if someone who is funny, who was a comedian, said, "Hey, you should try this too," I probably should have said like, "Oh, maybe they see something that I don't see." I probably would have had fun doing it, and then I would have been. See, I always take the safe route, I think, and if you play it safe, I think you end up regretting like, I probably should have done this.
Well,
thing
and
or that
don't be
thing.
hypothetical. Let's be.
I can't-
You did play it safe, so what do you regret? You regret not doing stand up. What else?
I couldn't think of something off the top of my head. But
All
if
right.
I thought about it for long enough, I'm sure I'd have a laundry list of things. Probably just like opportunities that I could have.
What did you study
Had.
in college?
It was called media study. It was like filmmaking, and it was less than ideal. Where I went to school, it was.
You went to school where? In Albany?
No, Buffalo.
New Paltz?
UB.
Buffalo, right.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Brandon
Yeah, that's
Lamb
enough.
says, I'm here for Dave and Howie for the guests, the banter, and the dumb shit.
Yeah.
The Daily Reflections says is the reason, but it should be are the reason for the show, but it's so much more. Picture it like a pint of Ben & Jerry's. The Daily Reflections are the core, and you two, your guests, and the dumb shit make up the wonderful ice cream surrounding the core.
This looks like a beret.
I know.
I agree with that analogy. I think that's very good.
I believe you two will stick this out through the year, and it'll surely continue to grow and evolve over time, onwards and upwards. Toodles.
Well,
Thank
he's
you,
familiar with
Brandon.
my OCD, so.
Huh?
I said he's familiar with my OCD, so.
I can't believe we're gonna do this the whole year.
Well, it's because of you that we're going to do it the whole year. But
Why?
now my OCD is kicking in, and it would be a shame to miss something.
Here's another one. Amy Hopler Mitchell says Howie's OCD plus Dave's perseverance equals 9 more months of daily reflections.
That's it.
That's the equation.
That is it in a nutshell.
Okay. Today is February 22nd, and our daily reflection is about guidance. It's about regret. This means a belief in a creator who is all power, justice, and love. Oh, how he loves the God ones. A God who intends for me a purpose, a meaning, and a destiny to grow, however haltingly, toward his own likeness and image. As I begin to understand my own powerlessness and my dependence on God, as I understand him, I began to see that there was a life which, if I could have it, I would have chosen for myself from the beginning. It is through the continuing work of the steps and the life and the fellowship that I've learned to see that there is truly a better way into which I am being guided. As I come to know more about God, I am able to trust his ways and his plans for the development of his character in me. Quickly or not so quickly, I grow toward his own image and likeness. And this is that classic, ridiculously dogmatic daily reflection, which takes this very, very literal kind of take about God, which I'm sure is like throwing up in your mouth for you. You don't say it, but that's what you're thinking.
No,
It's okay. It's okay. You can lie.
I think-
I know you're very comfortable. He has this deep self-deception.
Me?
Yes. That even when you're lying,
Yeah.
because you believe the lie, it becomes less of a lie
Give
to
me an
you.
example of what you're
that I know, like I said something about God driving home, something about how like 12-step people say, is it odd or is it God?
Oh, yeah.
And then you said, these fucking idiots. And then here I'm reading it
never
now,
said
and you're so like, okay,
First of all, I've never said that.
okay. So like,
How could you put that on me?
I'm
Now
sorry.
people are going to think that I said that.
he hates God, but you know what he hates even more than God is Jesus. I'm going to stop. I'm just joking. With this dogmatic belief, I think it's more important rather than picking apart the dogma of it. It's to pick apart the purpose of the daily reflection. And they're talking about dependence on God. And I guess like you can have your higher power be conscious, super being, whatever.
Yep.
Deity. But if God is everything, right? This is how I like to look at it. God being everything, your dependence is on the interconnectedness of the universe. And if you understand that the universe is interconnected, I began to see that there was a life which I could have. I could have it if I would have chosen for myself from the beginning. It is through the continuing work of the steps and the life in the fellowship that I've learned to see that there is a truly better way into which I am being guided. As I come to know more about God, I am able to trust his ways and his plans for the development of his character in me. And it's like, so what I look at that as is, and I'm not saying it's right or wrong, I'm just saying this is how I look at it.
Yeah, you're judging. Go ahead.
As I come to know more about God, so as I come to know more about the universe and the interconnectedness of the universe, I am able to trust. It's like basically saying, I'm going to trust the way things happen because they happen that way, as opposed to being upset at the way everything goes down as though I had some control.
But aren't there things that are within your control that you have to take responsibility for? Isn't that part of being an adult?
I don't think the two are mutually exclusive at all. I think your role you're part of the universe and you're part of the interconnectedness of the universe.
Right.
So the stuff that you're responsible for are making right choices to allow the universe to function fully. And wrong choices are usually really self-centered choices, really fearful choices,
immature.
really lazy choices,
Yep.
really dishonest choices.
Yep.
Like things that are negative. I mean, although sometimes I look at it like that's just the way it goes. And like, why is that any less godly than the righteous choices? Because they happen.
Yeah,
But
no one's perfect.
I think to have a participation in the flow of the universe, to have it be more upright, more giving, more, self-searching versus self-seeking and being helpful, like you're in the flow. And good things tend to happen.
And every day you have another opportunity.
It's weird that the hat does look like a beret like that.
Yeah.
Or it looks like a
Bonjour.
backward tam.
What's a tam?
A
Green?
tam is like the Kangol, the old man hat.
Ah, I like
You know what I'm
that.
talking about?
Yeah, we'll have some of those made.
Do you have any of those?
I don't. I have like a fishing hat, and I don't fish. But it looks.
Do you know what I'm talking about? It's kind of like the gangster or the paperboy hat that gangsters wore in the 40s.
Yeah, of course. I used to have one of those.
I feel like I'm
love
going to
that.
I want one, but I want to get a
Yes,
little,
I love one of those.
I want to get a little older.
I want to get one of those now, and I would like that. I would like a Dopey emblem on it.
On the back of it, like where the Kangol
I
emblem
just call
is.
it an emblem
It is an emblem.
instead of saying logo. Like
Emblem. What's the difference in an emblem and a logo?
Because an emblem is what you say when you're 85 years old and you don't know what a logo is.
Do you ever say dungarees?
No, I don't even know what dungarees are.
My
Is those
dad
the thing
says-
with the shoulder, with the over the shoulder.
Are you
thing?
Is this a joke?
No, is that what they are with the over the shoulder? Isn't dungarees a brand?
No, dungarees are jeans.
No.
Yeah, my
So what am
dad's
I
like-
thinking of
my
where they
dad's
go over
like-
the shoulder? Oh, I'm thinking of overalls.
Yeah, those are overalls. But dungarees are
Dungarees-
jeans. My dad doesn't say jeans. He says dungarees.
But dungarees was probably a brand of jeans, right? Just like Kleenex is a brand of tissue.
and Frigidaire is a brand of refrigerator. Did anyone
Yes.
ever say Frigidaire in your family?
My mother-in-law calls it the refridge.
My grandma called it the Frigidaire.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not the ice box.
No, not the icebox.
the ice box.
Whatever happened to the icebox cake video?
I never edited it.
Are you going to?
I don't know. It's such a pain in the neck.
Please
to edit.
do it.
Yeah, maybe one
anyway,
day.
Dopey
All right, so
Nation.
what did we accomplish? What did we learn?
Nothing.
You're wrong.
Dungarees.
Dungarees are jeans.
You hate Jesus. Okay.
I've never said
One
that.
last time.
Oh, God.
Okay. It's about what's the guidance in this? This means
From
a
God?
belief in a creator who is all power, justice, and love. I guess
That sounds good.
trust the flow of the universe.
Trust the flow of the universe. A very good message.
Namaste.
Hmm.
Stay strong,
you're-
Dopey
you must
Nation.
stay.
Fucking toodles for Chris.
Dopey, I'm face down on the floor. Dopey, please sir, can I have some